and welcome to another episode. Here we'll be learning how we can make use of JavaScript functions as Mixin directives. Mixin is something which is commonly used in SAS, and here we'll try to see how we can do the same in JavaScript. So to define Mixins, they are reusable pieces of code that allow you to group CSS declarations together. If we want to add another button with different button sizes, we can simply pass different arguments to a button size mixin that will format the button based on the variables passed into valid CSS. Now we'll learn how to use JavaScript functions as an alternative to Mixin directive. Also, we'll learn how a function can become a CSS mixin. Over here, you can see we have our two favorite buttons, one using the SAS styling and the other one using CSS in JavaScript styling. Let's have a look at the CSS-in-JS button implementation. So here, what I've done is I've created a file, JavaScript file called Mixins.js. Now, over here, I'll be first of all including the Mixins.js, and then I'll be removing all these three attributes from this CSS, and using the Mixins function, I'll be completing this CSS style. So here the first thing that I'm doing is I'm importing button size from this Mixins.js file, and here I'll be removing these three, and over here I can go ahead and make use of the Mixin function that I've created in Mixins.js. If I save this, you'll notice nothing changed as far as the output is concerned, but let me go and comment this out as well. Then you'll notice that the styling has definitely changed. If I go back and revert the changes, you will notice that the button is now properly displayed. So what exactly is going inside this file Mixins.js? Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Over here you can see that we have created a string called button size. Now this is expecting some parameters like the padding y, x, font size, border radius, and if you notice closely over here we are passing that as function parameter to this Mixin function called button size. So here this is basically returning a string literal. So these parameters that you see, padding, font size, border radius, they are just being assigned over here as key value pairs, and then it's just returning it, and we are making use of button size over here. So just to reiterate, in brackets we are providing the arguments, and after the arrow symbol you notice we describe the return value. Now the return value in this case is a JavaScript template string. In order to be able to call our function a mixin, we need to return SCSS declaration block. So here what we are doing is we are declaring some attributes like padding, font size, border radius, and finally we are making use of it over here in our index.js file, and finally it is being returned over here and you're seeing the output.